This is a guitar, basically. I'll play a little and then I'll talk about what's happening here, if I can find my chord. Someplace over here is the loose, oh, here it is. Okay, let's see if this is working. It's not. Can I turn this off? This is you have to be kind of wobbly to play this instrument. Something's distorting it, I'm going to let it go. Let me try to figure out what it is. Thank you for putting up with the distortion. We didn't have a sound check. Okay, so what's going on here? Of course, this is the strangest thing playing like this. I don't know if it looks funny. I think it must look funny. But I have no shame. This thing actually has two pickups on it. One is a regular electric guitar pickup is, I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but it's an electromagnetic coil, and by the movement of the string across the magnetic field around this coil induces a current in the coil. Are we okay with that? Okay. So the strings are made of steel, and so you get this magnetic thing happening with the movement of the strings. And so it might occur to you, well, it would respond to anything, any ferrous metal moving across its field. So what I've got here, the pickup is not actually listening to the strings. It's listening to this steel soundboard. The pickup is actually right here. It's facing the soundboard. And so when I wobble the soundboard, a lot of things are happening here. One is that the resonances of the soundboard are shifting as I flex the metal, and the pickup is really listening to that a lot. It's really listening. So the wobbling, it causes some pitch bending just because of the mechanical relationship of the bridge and all that. The bridge is being shifted around. But also, it's subtle, but there are resonance shifts happening within the tone because the qualities of the resonator are shifting. The string is doing one steady frequency, but all the resonances in the soundboard are changing. There happens to be another pickup on here too, which is a contact type pickup, which is wedged under one of the bridge feet. And that just makes the whole thing more complex. One of the things about nice music is sometimes finding the right balance between simplicity and complexity. And in a sense, a guitar string is a very simple sound and the ear can relate to it. It's steady frequency, the overtones are harmonic. And then I mess it up by making it more complex by having all these wobblings and resonance shifts and things like that. And that, within limits, is going to make it prettier to the ear, I hope. If you get too complex, then the ear just gets confused and it doesn't sound so pretty anymore. But this, hopefully I found a nice balance, if it weren't distorting, of simplicity and complexity in the sound. If it weren't distorting. And if I didn't have to look funny while I'm playing it. I think I'm going to do this in front of the mirror sometime. on just so I know.
So, is the reverb, is that from the plate, or is that, I can't see.
Actually, truth in packaging, there is some reverb on it. You can hear a little bit. I didn't overdo it, but it's present. But a lot of the richness is coming from the complexity of the shifting resonances of the plate and stuff. You can get some interesting stuff when you have a steady frequency vibration source and you put it into a funny, a shifting resonator. There's an instrument called a waterphone. Have any of you ever run into a waterphone? Made by a guy that lived near here. Well, anyway, what it is it's steel rods mounted on a. I should have brought it. It would have been great to show off. It's steel. I have one. Steel rods mounted on a sort of thing, something that looks like a flower vase, but it's made of stainless steel. And you bow these steel rods, and the flower vase helps radiate the sound. But the bottom of the vase has a little tiny bit of water in it. So you have this flat diaphragm that is the bottom of the vase, and you have a little bit of water shifting around on it. And so you've got this steady frequency coming in from the rod that was bowed, and you've got shifting frequencies and shifting resonance preferences, sort of, in the diaphragm that is the base. And God, it is the most delicious sound. I should have brought it. It's the most delicious sound you could imagine. So this is a stringed version of the same thing, and this has the advantage that you can play guitar music on it, whereas the waterphone, you couldn't play Somewhere Over the Rainbow on it because it just sort of does what it wants to do instead of what you tell it to do. But a beautiful instrument.